In Brazil, near the Macy River, there is a tribe of Piranha Indians. They have a unique way of life and their own beliefs. The Indians are convinced that sleeping is harmful because in sleep, you become weak and vulnerable, and this state is akin to death. Falling asleep is like dying, and when you wake up, you are a slightly different person. If you spend too much time sleeping, you simply cease to be yourself. That's why the tribe doesn't sleep at night. Sometimes they doze off for short periods of 20 minutes, leaning against a palm tree, while the rest of their time is occupied with communication, dancing around the fire, or work. Dreams become a part of their real-life experience, and they talk about dream events as if they actually happened. However, even these 20 minutes of sleep have an impact, and each of them remembers that they were different before. Every 6 to 8 years, the Indians change their names once they realize that there have been changes in their personalities. They choose names for each stage of life, infancy, youth, etc. In different cultures, goodnight wishes are expressed differently, but the meaning is usually the same, a wish for a good rest. In the Piranha language, it would sound like don't even think about falling asleep. There are snakes everywhere. Most likely, it is because of these strange attitudes towards sleep that the Piranha people have different concepts of time. They do not have words for yesterday, today, tomorrow, in the past, or in the future. They do not use calendars and have no notion of conventional timekeeping. For a long time, missionary organizations tried to guide the tribe towards the path of civilized society and convert them to the Lord. But the Indians were friendly, curious, and gladly wore the clothes given to them and ate the canned food, but that was the extent of their interaction. The barrier to the dissemination of missionary blessings was also the language of the tribe. No one could understand it. And so, the U.S. Evangelical Church decided to send a young and ambitious linguist, Daniel Everett, to the tribe. He first visited the tribe in 1976 when there was no information about them. Daniel was amazed that the Indians did not make any food reserves. None at all. If they feel hungry, they go out, find food, and eat it. Or they don't eat if they're unlucky in hunting. They don't understand why they need to eat every day, let alone multiple times a day. Usually, the Indians eat once or twice a day, and occasionally, they even refuse food, even if there is enough of it. The young scientist thought that the language of the tribe would be difficult, but he was mistaken. The language is not difficult at all, it is simply unique. There is nothing else like it on earth. The tribe's vocabulary is quite limited, and it does not even include pronouns. When it is necessary to express the difference between you, I, or he in conversation, the Piranha used borrowed pronouns from their neighbors, the Tupi Indians. The language has only 7 consonants and 3 vowels. There is also a problem with numbers. The tribe does not have a concept of one. To indicate quantity, they use the terms a few and many. 2 or 3 fish would be considered a few, but 5 or 6 fish would definitely be many. It is almost impossible to convey information about numbers to them. It is very difficult for them, and with the same level of success, one can try to explain Poincaré's conjecture to them. Given the aforementioned characteristics of number perception, it can be stated that the Piranha tribe is confident in its numerosity. Their tribe consists of about 300 people, which, of course, is many. And the 7 billion people on Earth, that's also many. There are many of us, and that is wonderful. The Piranha do not use polite words like thank you, please, or excuse me, because, according to Everett, politeness is the product of fear or mistrust, and the Indians are completely devoid of these feelings. They also do not have feelings of shame, guilt, or offense. Little children are not scolded or punished here, and the Indians do not know how to scold and do not want to learn. If a small child does not drink breast milk, they will not force feed them. The infant knows why they are not drinking milk. And if a woman cannot give birth even after 2 days, it means that she does not really want to give birth, and there is no need to help her.